Hi, I'm Konomori and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. Let's start where we left off after the prologue end. That's another thing that I don't like that much in Trails of Cold Steel, that the dates jump sort of. I like this with Persona Besser, where you really have everyday stuff. Alright. Time to get going.
Oh, Reen!
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
Sure. That's a really weird thing where the other character has voice dialect, and Reen has just text. That's really jarring. It's getting late, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem. I'm guessing everyone else left already, huh?
I think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least. Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Oh, okay then. He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
Ah.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me, Lisa. We'll see you in class.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long. She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to. Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is, what with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats. So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll certainly do what I can, whatever that may be. These past 2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they? It's funny, I went to this thinking common practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money. Well, strong in body and mind, pretty firmly embedded into the imperial culture. I do get what you mean, so I figured it'd be able to go through the year, but I've had to very quickly evaluate, yes. Yes, I hear you too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Macias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Macias wasn't far behind. I'm sure. Users and Elisa are apparently doing really well too, as are Laura and Gaius. Really? Guess I'm just going to have to suck it up then. So I really hope they don't mind. Huh? I'm not sure I follow. Oh sorry, you got me thinking about users and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they are both nobles, right? And users family rules over the whole east side of the empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally. Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with users every chance you get, like a certain someone else. No, I don't plan to. I'd hope they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill faster than the end. When two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air. It's not our Marcus either. Yusuf seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point. Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along.
And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah, I guess so. Huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory. Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way. Step aside at once. Class 7, I see.
Is something the matter?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, Patrick. A word of advice, you might be a part of a special class, but that doesn't change your morale. Never forget your place. Da 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 da.
So they're from one of the upper classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura intruders aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Guess that's our cue to pick up pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking hard to decide on one.
Stand, bow, be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago. This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions. A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights. The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the Empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that name, of course, was Dreikel's Rice Arnor.
These damn glasses.
He would later become known as Dreikel's the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia, and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Dreikel's army was initially rather small in number. But as he traveled across the Empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Dreikel first began gathering his army was... Rheinschwarzer. Would you care to tell the class?
The place where Dreikel first started to gather his army was the North Highlands. It was North Highlands, a region in the northeast of Erebonia. Very good, Mr. Schwarzer. Prince Dreikel's wanderings led him to the land of North, where he lived with the vagabonds for some time. It was there that he heard of a civil war taking place in Erebonia, and those vagabonds of North became his very first allies. Yes, I got it right. North Highlands. I guess he didn't need my help after all. P increased by 1. So that's the AP system with the student rank. Highest is A0.
Nice work, everyone. You made it through another grueling day of classes. In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful. Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Damn nerds.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so. Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly? It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement. About a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I...
What?
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something. That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
So stuff with rise and bow before and after class is a typical Japanese thing. For example, here in Germany, if anybody would do that in class, they would look at them and what? I'm a little worried about the practical exam next week. I mean, I'm still just getting used to this stuff. I'd be happy to help you train if you need a sparring partner. The gymnasium looks big enough that I'm sure we'd have no trouble finding a good spot for it. That's very kind of you to offer, but I was planning on attending club practice today. Oh, you joined the club array? Which one did you pick? I decided to try for the band. So I'm not sure how much use they have for a violinist. I didn't know you played the violin. Did you just pick it up for fun? Yeah, something like that. How about you guys? Have you joined any of the school's clubs? I'm considering joining the art club. Art? Someone that's not what I pictured for you. No pun intended. Do you have any artistic experience? I dabbled in it back home. So myself though. So I feel like this could be a good chance to learn proper technique. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'd love to see some of your work sometime. Oh, good, you're still here. Instructor. Is there a problem? No, I was just hoping someone could do a teensy little favor for me. There's something I need picked up from the student council room. Something you need picked up? What would that be? Hey, that's for me to know and you to find out. All I'd say is, it's something absolutely essential to your school life. And somebody needs to go get it, so it doesn't matter who. Any volunteers? Sure, I'll go. If I show up in the students' council room and tell them you sent me, they know why I am there, right? Wait. Are you sure you don't mind? You two have clubs to go to, right? I'm still totally undecided, so this shouldn't be a big deal at all. I can look in on a few clubs myself along the way, in fact. Well, if you really don't mind. Thank you. The student council room is in the student union building next door at the end of the hall on the second floor. It's open until quite late, so there's no rush. Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Okay. Where? I can't walk. What? The student council rooms on the second floor of the student union, building to the east here. I'm counting on you. Of course, instructor. Is there a reason you're still here though? Don't tell anyone, but I actually left the student register in here and forgot all about it. Good thing I remembered though, otherwise I would have sit through another of the vice principal's lectures. She's not exactly a conventional teacher, is she? I will cut now because these damn pop-ups are really getting on my nerves, so I deactivate them and see you soon. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Reality for you it was only a split second, but I needed to do it to restart the whole PS3 because it hung up on me. How I hate the PS3 OS. Have you decided on what club you want to join? I'm considering focusing my time on extracurricular activities during our free days myself. Struggle. Hopefully we can both make the most of our free day tomorrow. Oh, glorious day. We finally got a free day tomorrow. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna spend the whole thing shopping. A little bit of retail therapy, just what the doctor ordered after all those soul-sucking classes I'm ready to spend. Somebody on the rooftop? But no. Ah. What are you doing up here, Fear? Being bored? That's not what I mean. Are you planning on joining any clubs? How about I help you look too much work? She's a difficult one. Nobody here else. Let's look. Whoa. Oh yes, music room. My name's Sibel, and before you joke that my name rings a bell, I'm head of the wind orchestra. The name's a bit misleading, so since we focus on more than just percussion and wind instruments. If your interest lies in strings or something, we'd still be more than happy to have you. If you'd like to join, just stop by whenever you can. I have been trained in the art of the piano since I was now but a child. What do you think? Do I sound like a normal noble if I talk like that? I've been playing piano for a while, so, and I thought that it'd be fun to play here too. Nothing relaxes me like having a violin in my hands. This academy seems really well equipped. This place might not be so bad after all. I'm planning on playing the violin in the wind orchestra. Ibel apparently plays the violin too, so I might be able to pick up some new techniques from him. I wasn't particularly ladylike as a child. Back then I could hardly sit still on a piano bench, let alone play anything. No problem if you want to play a stringed instrument or something. Now that I think of it, it might make more sense if we just called ourselves the music club. Anyway, feel free to stop by again if you're ever interested in joining. That's yeah, with dialogue, like I said, the pure mass of text is already incredible, but that like everyone has a second line of stuff they say right after you talk to them. Oh, gloriously, we finally got a free head. No, but you wouldn't spend my whole day of a little of the yes, that's the same. But how ready am I for our first free day? You could say I've lived my entire life in preparation for this moment. My wallet's gonna lose a whole bunch of weight tomorrow. Oh my, what this delectable smell. It seems as though it's emanating from the cooking club. Perhaps I should follow my nose and grace it with my presence. Margarita. Of course, best girl. But really. This smell truly is wonderful. Do you suppose they'd be so kind as to let me sample what they're making? Hello and welcome to the cooking club. Whether you want to learn the essentials of cooking or research new, exciting dishes, this is the club for you. You should definitely join if this whets your appetites. I sense an unstoppable force looking just outside the club room. Perhaps a new member just waiting to make their entrance. Oh, hello there. You're a class 7 student, are you not? My name is Mary. I'm the cooking club's advisor. Are you hoping to join? I'm afraid not. I'm just trying to familiarize myself with the campus. She seems far kinder than I expected a military academy instructor to be. That's fine. I happen to be the advisor for the art club and the wind orchestra too. If you're interested in joining either of them, we'll be sure to welcome you with open arms. It's only been 2 weeks since I started as an instructor here. I suppose you could say I'm something of a first year myself. I hope that this year can be a learning experience for all of us. And of course, please don't hesitate to let me know if you wish to join any of the clubs I look over. Hey, wait. I wonder if joining this club was a mistake. Clara was supposed to be the head of the club, but she's so caught up in her own work she won't teach us anything. Then there's Gaius, who seems a little hard to approach. I shouldn't be so quick to judge, though. Maybe I just need to take the initiative and talk to them. That's perfect. I just need to get to know everyone. Tomorrow, maybe. What do you can today do tomorrow? Creating art, but I'm surrounded by art. Being able to paint in a place like this is an invaluable experience. Definitely not something I was able to enjoy back home. I should ask him over his home sometime. It seems like an interesting place. Being able to paint in a place like this is an invaluable experience. I can already see that there's a lot to learn at this academy. I guess we have new members all of a sudden. Well, bully for them. I've got my own art to focus on. Shouldn't the club head be a bit more friendly, or at least kind of welcoming? I'm busy with my own art. I leave the new members to the advisor. Yeah. So we go to main building for 1. On the other hand, let's stop this episode here and see you next time with more talking.